The 2024 Mazda CX-90 is undoubtedly luxury, and its crisp handling and rapid acceleration beat almost anything else in its class, and the CX-90 is an excellent choice for a three-row SUV. With an interior that addresses that of entry-level luxury SUVs, the CX-90 builds on the CX-9's distinction for offering a more opulent inside than its rivals. The CX-9, the company's current top-of-the-line SUV, is more upscale and powerful looking than the CX-90. Both cars are three-row medium crossover SUVs, however the CX-90 has more spacious third-row seats and more cargo room. The inline six-cylinder turbocharged engine provides powerful and smooth acceleration. All-wheel drive is standard, and Mazda even offers a plug-in hybrid model with a potential all-electric range of up to 26 miles. The Mazda CX-90 is the first of a slew of new SUVs that Mazda will be releasing. Additionally, the CX-90 receives entirely new powertrain choices, including a plug-in hybrid. Three new hybrid powertrains are being offered by Mazda for the CX-90. The first has a 3.3-liter inline six-cylinder turbocharger with a light hybrid aid. This engine, which Mazda refers to as the 3.3 Turbo, generates 332 pounds-to-foot of torque in addition to 280 horsepower. The 3.3 Turbo S is an enhanced model that produces 340 horsepower and 369 pounds-to-foot of torque when running on premium petrol. In either case, the CX-90's turbocharged four-cylinder generates a significant amount more power than the CX-9's top output of 250 horsepower. According to Mazda, the mild hybrid system in this engine enhances smoothness during acceleration and offers a minor improvement in fuel efficiency. The CX-90 proves to be faster, better handling, and more stable than pretty much anything else in the class, even though performance isn't typically a priority for the midsize three-row SUV buyer. With the top-tier 340 horsepower engine, we tested the CX-90. The CX-90 displayed excellent mid-range and high RPM punch after reaching 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds, which is very impressive. Highway merging and weaving through traffic are simple. We really adore the CX-90's 8-speed automatic gearbox, which changes quickly and smoothly. However, we would have preferred a little less overt use of the engine's stop-start feature. For greater fuel efficiency, the petrol engine can be turned off while cruising, however it can take some time to resume. The CX-90 performs better than most competitors in its class, as you might anticipate from a Mazda. The CX-90 feels stable and solid in turns thanks to the beautifully weighted steering. It is also important to note the brakes. Although the emergency stopping performance is remarkable, we found the brake pedal to be a little too sensitive during normal driving, making it challenging to consistently come to a smooth stop. The riding quality of the CX-90 is remarkably smooth. The 21-inch wheel and tire combination on our test vehicle did seem a little stiff over uneven city streets, but the CX-90 generally smooths out bumps very nicely. The CX-90 maintains superb poise at highway speeds and is undeterred by dips or undulating surface. The CX-90 excels in another area thanks to its quiet cabin. Up until you really put on the throttle, the engine is smooth and quiet with minimal road and wind noise. The push-button climate control mechanism on the CX-90 is something we really like. The front seats are very comfortable for lengthy trips, but the second-row captain's seats, alternative arrangements are possible, seemed only average. Although significantly more roomy than the third row in the previous CX-9, it doesn't offer the same level of comfort as the back seats in the Kia Telluride and Volkswagen Atlas. The CX-90 successfully achieves a balance between aesthetic and practicality. Major physical buttons are plentiful and each one is properly labeled and simple to press with just a quick glance. Although the driving position has a personal feel, the other front passenger can access the remainder of the interior and its functions. Although visibility is generally decent, drivers will need to get used to the CX-90's larger hood compared to other SUVs in its class. In a variety of trim levels, the CX-90 offers seating arrangements for 6 to 8 passengers. Regarding second and third row passenger space, it falls short of the class leaders. Not that it's uncomfortable, but the Hyundai Palisade and Volkswagen Atlas feel roomier in the back than the Mazda. The interior of the CX-90 exudes elegance thanks to a low-profile central screen and, on higher trims, a sharp-looking digital instrument panel display. The Bose audio system is also included with the higher trim levels of the CX-90 and has enough power to easily fill the cabin. We're less fond of the middle infotainment screen. The touchscreen's functionality oddly only works when you connect your smartphone via Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and the graphics seem a little dated. Turning the system's rotary control knob is the only way to access menus and features on the native interface. All CX-90s are offered with adaptive cruise, lane keeping assistance, blind spot detection, and other advanced driver assistance technologies as standard equipment. It's a competitive collection for the class, and we discovered that the adaptive cruise was quicker and more reliable than some of its rival systems. Many other SUVs in its class have more cargo room than the CX-90 does. The maximum space behind the third row of seats is only 15.9 cubic feet. Behind the second is 40.1 cubes, and when all seats are down, there is a maximum of 75.2 cubes. Specifications vary depending on how the CX-90's seats are configured. Not usually much, but those figures are lower than those of the Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, Volkswagen Atlas, and Honda Pilot. However, many consumers are attracted to this category because of its utility. According to the EPA, the CX-90's standard engine and the more powerful 3.3 Turbo S both achieve 25 miles per gallon combined in city/highway driving. That's a couple more mpg than the majority of other three-row SUVs manage. Our CX-90 returned 25.7 miles per gallon on our predetermined mixed driving study route, showing that the EPA's estimate should be feasible in everyday driving. One insignificant finding from our test car: the fuel economy meter was consistently overly optimistic by at least 2 miles per gallon in comparison to actual fuel economy. The CX-90 features one of the most appealing interiors of any midsize three-row SUV, making it almost too exquisite for everyday family duties. Given how upscale practically every inch of the car appears and feels. The CX-90's sense of style comes at a cost, though. Top-of-the-line Turbo S Premium Plus cost about $62,000, which is less than the top-of-the-line Kia Telluride, Honda Pilot, or Volkswagen Atlas. The CX-90 will start at just under $40,000 with a less potent version of the engine from our test car. The CX-90 appears just as you begin to believe the midsize three-row SUV market is fairly well figured out. The CX-90, which is longer, roomier, and more potent than the previous CX-9, Introduces Mazda's luxury and style into a class that has traditionally targeted primarily to families with young children. Our top-tier Turbo S Premium Plus test car was almost too wonderful to use for regular family errands.